Salam sejahtera. Good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam, Doktor.
Okay,
Doktor,
sorry.
nanti dah habis kelas, boleh kami cakap dengan doktor sikit tak? Tentang dua projek tu. Ada confusion.
Kalau malam sikit boleh tak? Sebab hari ni memang saya nak kena cepat habis anak saya.
Oh, okey. Malam kau apa, Doktor?
Lepas pukul 8.30 ni.
8.30.
Nanti apa-apa awak WhatsApp nanti kita ni. Kita tentukan masa. Boleh tak?
Okey, nanti kami WhatsApp.
Sebab hari ni saya macam ada kelang kabut sikit.
Okey. Okey. Terima kasih, Doktor.
Okay, we have done we have finished. We have finished our posting by for production department. That is traditional approach and also activity based costing. Traditional and activity based costing. Traditional costing and activity based costing. Okay. So today we go further by looking at the costing for service department. Bila nak cakap je dia benda nak patok ada betul. Sorry. Okay, flashback. You have costing for the conventional ataupun traditional, and then you have activities costing for the production department. So you have done, you know that we have three types of the cost, and that is material cost, labor cost, and overhead cost. Okay, today it is like maybe it is simpler than this part production department ni yang ABC dengan conventional. But you have to observe and then absorb carefully lah. Okay, by using the service department, actually when we talk about the service department, that means they have given the service. The department have given the service. Okay, what type of service? Okay, later we will look at punya service. And service department cost to be absorbed by the production department. Before this, in the production department, they also have the overhead. Then overhead is absorbed by the production department. But now it is from the service department will absorbed by the production department. So overhead according to the distribution phase. Okay, this is the punya explanation. Okay, how to charge the overhead? Overhead. Okay, let's say in a company you have the production department, such as welding, machining, assembly, that. And also you have the service ataupun administrative department. Okay, administrative department in the office lah. In the office you have the cleaner, you have the engineers, you have top management, you have apa lagi accountant kan, apa lagi HR. So they are in the administrative department. And we also have the power generation, and also we have canteen and ada lagi lah and the others. So these departments will also have the cost. Will also have the cost, and this cost must be absorbed by the production department. And because you have to determine what is the cost of the product kan. Kalau macam let's say pencil, so you have to consider the product, the insurance, the salary for the engineers, the power generation, maybe dia punya you also the company also serve canteen kan, give the canteen apa semua, for all the facilities. So all the facilities must be incurred, mesti ditanggung oleh production department. Okay, and then from the production department will be absorbed to the product. Okay, macam ni kan, ni pun ada overhead untuk production department like this one okay lah, kat sini I put engineers pun masuk kat sini. Kat sini accountant lah, accountant, clerk semua ni Okay, we also have warehouse okay, marketing, promotion, ni semua ada cost, they have their cost Okay, so how do we absorb the overhead from this department to be absorbed by the product. Okay, ni dia punya animation lah, the animation. Now we go to the how they absorb, okay, by looking at, okay, this is maybe dia punya basis, they use the basis like cost driver in the activity based costing, we use the name is cost driver. For this part, also actually the cost driver, but the specific name is apa? Basis, I think. Just basis macam tu je. By using the basis here. Okay. So like this one, canteen, welfare, human resource, admin, safety, utility, all the facilities lah. Almost all the activities dia kata based on the number of workers. For the storage cost, it is based on the percentage of warehouse usage. Okay. Okay, for the costing method, for this part and for the service department, we have three types. Three types of costing. Okay, the first one is direct costing. Okay, this is the direct costing. Okay, what you can see here, there are the arrow here. So that means service department 1 serve, give the service to the P1, production 1, production 2, and production 3. At the same time, service department from S2 also give the service to the P1, P2, and P3. When we talk about the service, that means they have the cost. The cost should be absorbed by this production. Bila kita kata they contribute je, that means P1 kena absorb lah dia punya cost dia. Sebab dia dah bagi servis, kenalah bayar servis dia. You have to pay the service. Okay, for this one, direct costing, there is no arrow for the S1 to the S2 or S2 to the S1. So here there is no service between S1 and S2. Okay, that is macam for example canteen dengan admin. Dia ni sebenarnya tak jumpa lah contoh yang betul, tak apalah, just put canteen and admin. Dia tak bagi admin, mana ada bagi servis kat kantin, dan kantin sebenarnya ada servis juga kan. Tak apalah, tak jumpa. I don't find the good example here. Okay. Then we have the sequential costing. Okay, what is the sequential costing? Let's say we have service department 1, service department 2, and then we have production 1, production 2, production 3. Okay, as usual, service department 1 will give the contribution, the service to the P1, P2, P3. Such as macam katakan boiler kan, so boiler. Okay, P1 use the service from S1, P2 pun use the service kan, P3 pun use the service. And the same to the S2, to the P1, P2, and P3. But here, S1 is also give the service to the S2. S1 also give the service to S2. Walaupun both of them is service department, S1 also give the service to the S2. For example, katakan power generation, also give the service to the canteen. Itulah. Okay, so this is the sequential costing. Ataupun S2 give the service to S1, but it is only one arrow. It is only one arrow. Either one, S1 to the S2 or maybe S2 to the S1. Only one arrow. So this one is sequential costing. Okay, the third one is reciprocal costing. Okay, we have S1 and S2 and also the production department. Okay, S1 will serve to the production department and also the S2. Okay, here you can see the arrow. S1 give the service to S2. At the same time, S2 give service to S1. Okay. Okay, for example, power generation and maintenance. Maintenance department juga have the dependent with the S1 and also S1 to the S2. So you can see the arrow. S1 give service to S2, S2 give service to S1. Ni we call it as reciprocal. Timbal balik ataupun dia bersama-sama sendiri. Reciprocal. Okay, so we will highlight for this part. Yang lain ni, if you can understand this, yang the others pun you can understand very well. Okay, we look at this one, yang reciprocal. Okay, for example, a company has two service departments. That is maintenance department, MD, and power department, PD. They give service to production department, P1, P2, and P3. At the same time, they also give service to each other. Maknanya MD to PD and PD also arrow dia to MD. Okay, the basic of distribution by MD is by capital value. Okay, this is the capital value for each department. Where PD uses meter capacity that belong to each department. Okay, PD pula, and PD will use power capacity. Okay, so how do we...
Doktor, record ke doktor?
Yeah. Record kan? Record. Tak record.
Sorry.
Alamak. Okay. Macam baik bagi contoh baru. Okay. Okay, we have ni these three. And these three costing. So we have direct costing. We have sequential costing and reciprocal costing. Okay, for our syllabus, we will highlight for the reciprocal costing. And if you can understand the reciprocal costing, yang lain pun is easy lah. For the first and second ni, easy je. Easy. Okay, so we highlight for this question. Siapa yang cakap tadi? Thank you. Okay, a company has two service department, maintenance department and power department. They give service to production department P1, P2, and P3. At the same time, they also give service to each other. Maknanya MD and PD, they have two arrows, reciprocal. Okay, basic of distribution. MD using capital value. And then PD use meter capacity that belong to each department. Alright, so this is the punya data. This is the data. So what you have to do is you need to calculate the percentage. It is like macam you calculate the the portion. Like you calculate the portion. Let's say macam ni. Katakan PD is what? Power department. Power department give the service to MD, P1, P2 and P3. So you can see this is the punya yang ni pakai capital. Sorry, MD dulu. MD give the service to PD, P1, P2, and P3. Okay, this is the cost that the MD use. Okay, so bukan cost ni capital that they use because they want to use the basic is capital. So how do you want to calculate the percentage? So okay, in common sense, how do you want to calculate the punya percentage? Common sense. I give the answer here. Yeah, percent. This is the answer. Common sense. Tengok tu macam mana dapat reverse engineering. Tengok jawapan then apply macam mana dapat. Yes, you try to to remember the steps for the activity based posting for traditional. You have the OAR kan, you have the portion. You also have the yang ada soalan department X and department Y, and based on the seorang yang skinny, seorang yang quite bambam, dia punya body tu kan. You use that theory. So how do you want to distribute? This is dia punya data, this is the data, and now we want to calculate percentage. Okay, this is the answer. So how I get this answer? Common sense je. Okay, what is the total here? What is the total?
100.
Yes, 100. 100. So 100. Okay, how I get this? 5%, this one 32, 38, 25. How do I get this one? Capital divided by total capital. Yes, good. The capital, their own capital, let's say PD. So dia punya capital is 100,000. So you have to total up first, 100,000 plus 640,000, 760,000, and 550,000. You total up this all the capital. Only for this part je, yang ni je. And then you take the 100,000 ni divide by the total. And then yang ni pula P1 640,000 divide by the total. And also the others. So you will get 5%, 32%, 38, and 35. And that means PD will absorb the cost from MD. MD ni dia contribute 100%. But with the distribution kan. So dia bagi MD give service 5% to PD, 32% to P1, P2 and P3 kan. So now how they want to absorb? That is the question, how they want to absorb dia punya cost ni kan. Okay. Like PD ni, PD is power department, they use power kan ni. Meter capacity that belong to each department. So that means you have to add up 1, 2, 3, 4. Yang ni 4 ni and that one is 100%. So ambil ambil yang ni 9,000 kilowatt hour ni divide by the total. And also yang the others. So the others. Okay, now we go. Actually I want to pakai pen and kertas. Tapi okay, today I want to change sikit dia punya approach. Okay, let's say we have, this is the question. Have one, this is MD. What square? MD square of PD. Because we have maintenance department and power department. Then we have 3 production department. you draw the square of P1, P2 and P3. Then you put arrow, ni overhead dulu. Overhead 4,800 ni overhead. 1,800, 14,600, 30,000, 20,000, and then 14,000. What else? What? Arrow. Okay, MD contribute 5% to PD. Okay, MD contribute 5% to PD. Kat ni. And also to P1, P2 and P3. Tapi the arrow ni quite late lah dia punya keluar. Just look at dia punya ni dulu. The service department dulu Okay, 5%. And at the same time, PD ni, give the contribution to the MD. Okay, how many? 15%. PD yang kosong ni means that they give the contribution tau. They don't want to calculate the cost. They want to give to the production sebenarnya. Okay. Okay, then ni PD give the contribution to the MD 15%. And also yang lain-lain lah 18, 27 yang ni So you have to put the arrow PD give contribution 50% to MD. Arrow ni. Okay, now you look at dia punya overhead, the new overhead. Okay. The before you calculate the overhead is 4,800. PD is 14,600. Okay, what is the new overhead? Okay, you put MD dash. This is the new overhead for MD. Okay, what is the new overhead? Okay, the existing one is 48. 48 ni kan 4,800. Plus what MD should absorb. Ni kan 50% ni. Nampak? Arrow ni. Arrow ke dia. Dia kena tanggung cost. They have MD need to cover the cost from PD 15%. Because PD give the contribution. Nampak arrow tu masuk tu yang kita ambil. Okay, MD that means 4,800 plus 15. 50% of PD punya overhead. Boleh? Okay, now new overhead for PD pula. PD dash pun akan bergerak will change. And PD dash is, okay, the existing is 14,600, 14,600 plus, okay, apa yang dia absorb? 5% from MD. 5% from MD. Dash, MD dash. Yang nanti yang baru tu. Then you solve the equation. The equation must be in, apa kita panggil? Macam mana serentak apa? Concurrent.
Simultaneous.
Simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. You use that to get the MD dash and PD dash. After you calculate, and I don't want to show you at the calculation, you just calculate because that one is the basic one. The simultaneous equation is very basic one. That is your homework to calculate. Then you get 4,800 ni change to 7,043. Dia dah berubah 7,043. And also for the PD ni, after you calculate, you change you ganti dia kan. Ganti dia punya nilai MD ni, then you get the PD. The number, the overhead become 14,952. After absorb yang ni. Jadi ambil yang ni, orang ni ambil yang ni. Okay. Then you want to distribute one by one to the P1, P2 and P3. How to get dia punya percentage? Okay, tengok MD. This is MD. Okay, MD 5%, 32%, 38 and 35. So at 5 dah selesai. Ni settle dah. So yang lain 32, 38 and 35. 32, 38, 25. So get the 32% times yang the new one. The new one. So you get 2254. Then 38 times 7,043. And also for the 25%, 1762. Don't forget, you also have this existing punya overhead ingat, just remember. Okay, belum lagi, belum siap. Not finish yet. Okay, now from PD. PD pula, PD give contribution 15% to MD. Ini 15% to MD. Arrow lagi satu. P1, P2, and P3 with 18, 27, and 40. 18, 27, 40. So now kira lah 80% from 14 ni. Okay, 6, 27 times 40 ni 4037. 40% from the 40% mana tadi ni? 40% from 14952 is with 5981. So you just total. The total is 33,000 plus 2254 plus 2691. You get the total. So P1, the production department need to absorb the overhead is 37,945. Then baru pergi pada yang kiraan for a product. And then RM per unit tu lah for a product. Tapi selalu dia sampai sini normally we just reach until this. What is the total? 28,713. This one 14,000 plus 1762 plus 5981. So settle lah. Finish. You get the total for the production department. And find the total of overhead for each production. Any question? Okay kan? Easy kan? Only to digest, or maybe you want to recalculate after this. You see dia punya steps. Then after this you just refine just practice je lah. Okay, let's see this one pula. The table shows the overhead that allocated between two production department and two service department. Sama lah. Same je. Develop a table to illustrate the value of service department that need to be absorbed. Okay. Itu sama Department C contribute to Department A, Department B, and Department. Who is the service department? C and D. Who is the production department? A and okay. Okay. This is the question. Now the answer is, okay, you have the service department C and D. Okay, dia punya kotak. And then PA, PA, PD, just name it as PA and PD and PC. Tak ada C. PA and PB. Okay, overhead 8,000, 6,000, 2,000, and 1,000. So just put perspective masing-masing. Okay. Now the arrow. You put the arrow. C if the service 20%. C if service 20% to Department D. And also yang lain-lain lah. And Department D give service to C ni 10% and the others. So ni 10%. D give service to C. Now you calculate based on the simultaneous equation. Okay. What is the C dash? 2,000 is the existing one and plus with the new one. The 10% times D and the new one. And then we have the D dash ni and the 1,000 the existing and 20% extra lah. 20% extra ni kena ambil juga the cost, kena tanggung juga. And then you solve the equation using the simultaneous equation. Then you got the answer. So just change the number. Then you distribute 50% and 50% 50 and 50, and then 40 and 50. Then 50% and 2142 and 40% yang ni 148, and then 30% yang ni to C, and then this one is from D. So the total Z kan? Is it okay? Still okay, right? This one is simpler kan? Compared to yang ABC, right? ABC tu quite difficult lah. Not difficult, dia rumit, complicated. Okay, now.
Doktor, nak tanya, untuk yang simultaneous equation tu, kita just calculate using calculator boleh kan?
Memang pakai calculator.
Oh, tak payah show
Kena tunjuk. The steps must be shown.
okay.
Kan pakai calculator. Kenapa ada calculator dia terus dapat jawapan ni?
Boleh tukar rasanya.
Ya. No, must be shown. And the steps must be shown. And how do you get the answer of C dash ni, D dash, the new one. Equation, the first equation, then the steps have marks sebenarnya. Let's say you do first you write dia punya equation. Yang ni lah, you write the equation. So they are the marks is given. Okay, and then suddenly you just give the punya answer. And the answer katakan, let's say the answer is wrong. You don't get the steps punya marks. Sometimes like, we don't want to see the final one punya marks tau. The final one punya answer because kadang-kadang memang ada orang buat silap kan, do mistake. So what we want to look is the punya steps. We give the answer to the steps. Okay. So be careful lah, jangan just show dia punya answer. And that is to avoid you to be dituduh lah, accused, and to be accused by the evaluators. Evaluator tu saya lah. Kita nak elak daripada dituduh. Dituduh apa? Dituduh apa?
Tiru.
Meniru. Dituduh meniru. Tak nak. Kan? So apa? Very simple kan, just put the answer kan. There is something wrong when you put answer, just answer. There is something wrong. Okay. Okay, and any other question? No question, okay. If there is no question now, I give you the exercise. We try to settle this. A company has two departments. Training department, we call it as JL, Jabatan Latihan. Tak sempat ini banyak bahasa Melayu ni. And maintenance department called as JP, Jabatan Penyelenggaraan. That is that serve to each other, servicing to each other. The company decided to fix the cost of JL by using number of workers, and while the JP by asset value. Okay. So how do you want to to calculate? Okay, I put the need in the in the WhatsApp. Tak. I put in the Jamboard. Jamboard what? Jamboard yang last ni push, traditional push. And the previous one Ada one cuba. Okay, this is the answer. The answer pula. This is the punya instruction. I go to the Jamboard. Okay, nampak? Ni Jamboard ni. Mana Jamboard punya ni? Apa nama ni? Jamboard punya link. Okay, this one Jamboard. Go to the Jamboard link. Or maybe from Webex ni pun you can see. I also don't have the answer. Okay, I want to see punya jalan ni. Takut ada kata buku kan. Macam ni example tadi You want to to have a guideline lah how to answer. Cik, 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 cik. Yang mana lah? If you put JP first and then JL, okay, JL. But dekat question JL and JP. But in the the table JP and JL kan. Okay, I will put JP and JL Supaya dan JL. JL. Okay. Before you go further takut nanti ada yang tersilap, nanti patah balik penat kan. Okay, try to how do you process dia punya ni JL percentage dia? JL by using number of workers kan? So you look at the number of workers, you have 60, 36, 20 and 24. So how do you process the number?
Ambil percentage.
Okay, how do you get the percentage? Read the number.
Ya,
What is the
24. Contoh 24 per total.
nanti dulu ambil yang ni number of workers dulu, yang JL tu. Okay,
Yeah.
JL based on number of workers kan. Okay, read 60.
60
Okay, undo satu yang gerak. Okay.
60, 36, 20, 24.
No.
60 over.
No, that is the trick. That is the trick. Siapa tahu? Before this, we don't have this type of question. We give all the things, all the number of workers here. So you have to choose. Siapa tahu? Okay, 60. Okay. Cakap lah, cakap.
24 tak kira ke?
Okay. 24 is not included.
Include.
Not included, not included. Why? Because JL and the cost that is from the JL kan, number of workers from JL. Sedangkan JL wants to the cost of JL must be absorbed by C1, C2 and JP. 24 no need lah. It just show that there are 24 workers in the JL, but we don't use the 24. We just put dash tengok balik dalam WhatsApp tu. Nampak kan? The example tu based on X. So tengok. Department C tu. Department dia kan dash. Based on Y. Kan dash. Maknanya we don't consider for their own department. Boleh Okay, now continue. Saya tak ada calculator lah. Buat lah Nanti saya check. Cuma saya buat jalan. Mana nak pakai calculator, nak pakai handphone. Okay, so. Okay, what is the percentage for the C1? What do you get for C1 untuk JL, from JL? Buat yang lain dulu tak apa. I just buat calculate the C1 first. 6. Normally we use 2 decimal point. You want to check what is the number? Boleh baca. Mungkin sebelum pergi jauh, kang nanti tengok salah pula kan. You want to read the percentage? JP to JL, JL to JP. Okay, read dia punya ni, arrow ni. Read dia punya arrow, the value. Then you can, you can finish it. What is JP to JL? Arrow dia? Percentage. Do you get 15.63?
Ya tak?
Okay, good. Okay, what about the JP to C1? JP to C1. 40? What? Hurry up, dah dekat pukul 3 ni. 46 point? Tak payah solution
46.9.
dulu. Tak payah solution. 46.88. Okay. Okay, so, okay. JP to C2? Okay. Ada lagi. JP to C2. 30? 30? What? Okay lah, tak apalah. Just finish it. And then you can put dia punya answer at the back of the question. 37.5. 37, okay, good. 37.5. And then JL to JP. JL to JP, JL to C1 and C2. Okay, then you put the answer. As long as you you get correct, for the arrow tu dah selamat lah, dah halfway. It is safe halfway. Only to calculate dia after that. To calculate dia punya total or the or the value for C1 and C2. Okay. Okay, I will put your attendance here. This is NJ Academy. Okay, sorry. NJ. Okay, put the answer here. Okay, answer the question here. What is the question you want to ask your friend? Any question you want to ask your friend? We are we are doing what? About what? What type of costing method usually used? Oh, okay. What type of costing method for the service department to the production department What type of costing method for the service department to the product department Oh, costing in the service department. Okay, how many type of costing in service department to the product? Okay, boleh hafal sama lagi. Okay oh, ni Syawal yang tulis. Okay, ingatkan saya ketinggal baca tadi. Okay. So answer that question. Okay, so thank you all. Yeah.
Sekejap, dia soalan mana tu? Mana satu?
Dalam chat, dua-dua sama.
Dua sama.
Oh, how many type? Oh,
How
okay.
many sebab dia kata
Okay. The question is what type of costing method in the service department yang usually use that is usually used for our syllabus lah, senang kata for the syllabus. We have 3 types. So which one normally we use? Saja elok-elok spell betul. Spell it correctly. Okay, thank you all and meet again on Monday Monday pula. Oh, ni Tuesday. Okay. So bye. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera.
You, Doktor.